Hey guys, this is Bomb speaking here, and on this video I'm going to show you a very aggressive build order in TvT. Alright guys, so this build is about doing a 6 Reaper, 3 Hellion timing attack with a Liberator. And the goal is to pull the enemy out of position with the Reapers and the Hellions, right? So you're gonna attack their expansion, which is gonna trigger them to move down to the natural, and then once he's out of position, you fly in the Liberator on their main base and cause as much damage as possible. Then after that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna transition to the normal macro build. You can do a bio build or a mech build transition, whatever you prefer. I'm gonna be showing you a bio build, so let's do this build order. Alright boys, so let's do this build order. So because this is gonna be a quite aggressive build order, we're gonna open with gas first. So this is gonna be a 14 supply. There we go. And then now a 15 gas, just like that. Now very important, we're gonna also be getting our second gas, because since it's gonna be a 1-1-1 build order, we need to be very aggressive with it. We need the gas. Okay, now whenever the gas finishes, put 2 workers on the gas, 17 supply again. Once you hit 75 minerals, drop down your second gas. Let me set my camera here on the bases. Perfect. Keep making SCVs. Don't ever stop. Okay. Now 2 workers finish the worker finished the gas. Put the 2 workers on the gas right away. Very gas heavy build. Now what you're gonna do is whenever the barrack finishes, you're gonna drop down a reactor in it immediately, a factory, and an orbital. Now I'm gonna make myself a supply depot. You can wall off or not. I'm not gonna wall off because sometimes people do proxy marauder or proxy siege tanks and then they snipe the supplies on the door. So annoying. So I don't bother much walling off in TvT. Okay, orbital finishes. There you go. Okay, reactor finishes. Gonna make myself 2 Reapers. Okay, now 100% factory, I'm going to drop down our Hellion and a starport. And of course, another supply depot. Quite tight here. Yeah, there you go. All right. Okay. Now I'm going to make myself 2 more Reapers and a Hellion. Set the rally point on my army, and the starport, I'm gonna have the rally point behind the enemy base, just like that. Now the supply depot, I'm gonna make myself the Liberator here right away. Now a trick I'm gonna leave for you here is that if you manage to pick the first Reaper from the enemy right away, make sure you put pressure right away once you get 4 Reapers and 2 Hellions. Otherwise, just sit still, stay cool, do the normal timing I'm gonna show you here. Okay. Good deal. Keep making SCVs up to 20. Alright, whenever the 3rd Hellion pops, I'm gonna make a attack lab. We're gonna go for Cyclone, then Siege Tanks. And the starport is gonna go straight into Vikings. And the bear is gonna go pure marine. Liberator pops, I'm gonna put in a separated control group. Hellion pops, we're moving out. Okay, making myself a Cyclone. Now I'm gonna go down and expand around 4 minutes, which is around 20 SCVs on the mineral line. Okay. Make sure when attacking have the Hellions on the front, Reapers on the backside. So like this. Another supply depot back at the base. Alright, so see, I pull him out of position and then I go in with the Liberator. Now a trick you can always do, and a lot of people forget about that, is you can always use just the hotkey from the Liberator and click on the minimap right here instead of selecting the Liberator to centering your camera there and so on. You can always do it that way. I usually use my screen there because people in my level are very cautious with their unit position, and I might get there's already a Cyclone waiting for me and I don't want to get picked out, right? Ideally you always want to have the camera there, but not always. If you see that the enemy showed up with a Cyclone here, what are the chances that he's going to have a Cyclone on their main base? That's impossible, right? Anyway, so like I said, harass here, cause as much damage as possible. So supposing I cause some nice damage on the main base and so on, I'm gonna see here my Liberator, just let it die, cause let's just simulate this. Now back at the base, like I said, make sure you have the rally point set to the main base, really close to the mineral line, so you can defend yourself. Yeah. Keep making workers don't stop. Now if possible, if you manage to keep your units alive, keep them here on the front of the enemy natural, because this way you can map control. Now back at the base, I'm not doing anything special other than just keep making units. Now my expansion got done. I'm going to transfer the extra workers to the natural. Make an orbital there. Now once you hit 12 workers on the natural, what you can do now is you lift your barracks, make a tech lab on it. Oh goddamn, where's the space? There you go. And then drop down 2 extra barracks, one on that reactor, another one nearby the starport, and drop down a reactor on the starport. Right after those barracks, I can also drop down now 2 gases and 2 engineering base. There we go, because we want to have the upgrades, right boys? Okay. Keep producing. Now with this army on the front, usually you want to play really aggressive, but just be cautious with bunkers being done and other stuff, which I'll talk about later in this video. Okay. Steam is rolling. I'm gonna lift my starport. Remember to never prioritize buildings over troops and SCVs. Okay, drop down reactor there. Okay, I have my +1/+1 rolling. My upgrades are looking good. There's a supply block about to happen because I'm so good at this game. Don't question me, I'm Grandmaster. Okay, so another 2 more supply here because a little too tight supply wise. There we go. Because we're now going to a big timing attack on the front. Oh damn. Okay, map controlling there. Now once I hit 20 SCVs on the natural, my money is gonna kind of start floating. So I'm gonna, you know what, I'm gonna drop down a 3rd base around 7:30. Quite late 3rd, but we're not worrying too much about macroing really hard with this build. We're looking to smash the enemy really quick. Alright, I'm gonna move my army to the front, the rally point to the front, because at this stage of the game, most likely there's not gonna be any air harass. Now make sure that you fight for map control whenever you lose map control. So I'm sending 2 Marines out, getting myself combat shields. So good thing to always do is once you pop the first 2 medevacs around 8 minutes, make sure that you immediately do a timing attack. So I'm moving out right now. Let's get myself an armory too. Should have gotten slightly earlier, so I could start the +2/+2 right away. Now as I'm moving out, you can drop yourself down now 2 extra barracks. Scan ahead, do not get caught off guard. Make sure siege tanks on the back, marines on the front. Keep reducing. Make sure you always attack where the Terran isn't at. Scan the high ground. There we go. Kill the enemy. Take them down, boys. Always make sure that you force him to come to your siege tanks, right? That's the best position you're gonna be in order to engage a Terran. Now, once I reach 12 SCVs on my third base, time to get down another factory, 2 more gases. Make sure you keep getting your upgrades. And now I'm gonna be 5 barracks and 2 factories and 1 starport. That's the main piece of build order here, right? Have extra workers here. Let's send to the third base. Once I hit 75 workers, can stop. Make sure that around 10 minutes, ideally 9 minutes is the ideal. Start building a 4th base, because the main base is pretty much dying, so is the natural. You always want to maintain 3 mineral line fully saturated. Oh, let's get reactors here. There we go. Keep reducing. Get +1 attack for siege tanks. There you go. Yeah, I'm on the 75 workers. It's perfect. Let's transfer workers from the main base to my third. I'm gonna transfer also oversaturations. Pick some workers back to my natural because I pulled a few extra there. I don't need so much supply, so 1 just more here is enough. Yeah, don't want to embarrass myself, right? Okay, so now this is the last part of the build order, which once you start mining from your 4th base, right, it's a good time now to build yourself 3 more barracks. 1, 2, 3. Build yourself 1 more factory. So now you are 8, 3, 3. And then going to 8, 3, 2, which is 1 extra starport. Because at this stage of the game, it's very important that you start making Liberators with range, which is why I'm getting also a fusion core here. Get a gas on the 4th. You don't need more than 8 gases, by the way, with this build, okay? By the way, this is enough medevacs. Don't ever get more than 8 medevacs. And then the game goes from there. So apply this build and you see it's gonna be great for you. Now let's jump for the next part of understanding this build order. So one of the situations in which you're going to find is getting there nearby the enemy natural, and there's always gonna be already a bunker being built or already built. So it's very important to realize that even though he has a bunker, the amount of units inside it's very small. He's not gonna have more than 2 or 3 units there, meaning that you can run past to the bunker, get to the other side, and kill as much as you can. The second situation that I think it's very critical to be aware about is that sometimes you're gonna get there and there's gonna be a cyclone, or there's gonna be already a siege tank, even a siege tank sieged up. But even a siege tank sieged up should not be something you should be worried about. Just make sure you have the Hellions on the front, walk in, let the the Hellions takes the damage, focus fire, take that siege tank down, and you should be good to go. Hey guys, if you are looking to improve in Starcraft 2, I am giving a 50% discount in my first coaching session. Just check out the details in the description below, and I see you guys next time.